Good morning. Alright, just a short message on part 24 of the Holy Koran from the Moorish Temple of Science. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. Let's get into our next section. You're going to find that, again, we have this part, or this section of the Quran is communicating with Proverbs, because we will be talking about the obedience of children towards their father. So this is actually more directed to, written to or for the child to seek wisdom about how to take care of their parents in their old age. And of course, today we experience having to take care of our parents more as we reach adulthood, not necessarily as children, but thinking about the time that this was written in the 1920s, it was more common to have, perhaps a younger adult or a younger child having to observe and look after their parents once they reach a later age. If sickness befalls them, etc. So a very beautiful section here, so let's just go ahead and read through it and think about what emotions it stirs up for us. I appreciate you all listening once again. Thanks for joining me. So we have here the obedience of children towards their father in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. From the secrets of Allah, let man learn wisdom and apply to himself the instruction they give. Go to the desert, my son. Observe the young stork of the wilderness. Let him speak to thy heart. He beareth on his wings his aged sire. He lodgeth him in safety, and supplieth him with food. The piety of a child is sweeter than the incense of Persia offering to the sun. Yeah, more delicious than odors wafted from a field of Arabian spices of the western gales. Be grateful to thy father, for he gave thee life, and to thy another, for he sustained thee. Hear the words of his mouth, for they are spoken for thy good. Give ear to his admonition, for it proceedeth from love. He hath watched over for thy welfare, he hath toiled for thy ease. Do honor therefore to his age, and let not his gray hairs be treated with irreverence. Forget not thy forget not thy helpless infancy, nor the forwardness of thy youth, and indulge the infirmities of thy aged parents. Assist and support them in the decline of life. So shall their hoary heads go down to the grave in peace, and thine own children, in reverence of thy example, shall repay thy piety with filial love. And filial just means like parental love. I had to look that one up. Parental, mother, father, parent-child love. So beautiful, right? This is something that as kids we don't think about, or we've never had to think about. But it's saying do not take those periods for granted, right? Remember the kindness and the sacrifice that our parents have provided us throughout all of our lives, even now as young adults, right? Many of us do still have our parents. Some of us do not, okay? Do not take their love for granted, and make sure to look after them in their old age. Be with them when sickness overtakes them. Take, precaution and take care of them. It's a very emotional subject, I would say. It's definitely not something that I like to think about, but it is very important to consider this, right? To consider this at some point as we reach maturity, right? To appreciate the memories of the childhood, but as we reach maturity, realize that this is really an inevitable part of life that is very important to honor our parents and take care of them and make sure that we don't cause them any more stress later in life. So good message, very, very beautiful. We're going to have a few lines in this next section of Proverbs that is going to communicate, right, also respecting your parents, right, respecting them and definitely honoring them with the utmost gratitude. It's a very, very important pillar of any faith and of any religion and just of humanity in general. So I don't know why I'm out of breath right now, but I will get to you in just a moment. We're going to go into Proverbs next. Another short, a short wrap up. This is going to be our final section of Proverbs. Bear with me. I'll be right back.